Okay, my name is Cecelia Tapplette Pedescleaux, and everyone calls me Celie. I'm 73 years old. What I learned from my mother, one of the things that I always remember, is how to hem. My mother would not let you go out of the house if the hem was coming out, if the hem was crooked, or if it just wasn't right. So you had to learn how to measure that hem and do that hem very well. My mother's nickname is the Ripper. There was no seam that you can do if you did it wrong. You just couldn't go over, you had to rip it out. So her nickname became Ripper. She would make you rip everything out and get it right.
So what did she use her sewing for?
My mother was a professional seamstress. She made her living sewing. She sewed in the garment districts in California and New York. She made Mardi Gras costumes here. She worked for Playboy doing costumes and doing repairs for costumes. And I know she also worked in garment factory. She worked at Hasbro Brothers, which made men's suits for years. My mother was also an activist. She was in the March on Washington. And my mother was always very conscious about how you look. And like I tell you, I used to be very running and everything, and I always had a hem coming loose. That's why I could always remember hemming. And when Mardi Gras came around, when she was doing costumes, my job was to hem. So one thing I can do better than anything else is hem.
Yes, and you took the skills that she gave you and did your own thing with them, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us about what you're wearing?
Well, what I'm wearing is a patchwork top. These are from leftover pieces of my quilts. My mother always saved material because you never know when you could use it for something else. So I got in the habit of saving material. I'm almost a herder. My mother used to save this material, but she didn't save quite as small scraps as I did, but she always had enough material to make a slip. At this time, we were allowed to slip. If somebody needed a slip, she had something to make a slip for or make a lining for. So she always had some material around, which I've gotten to the fact where I always have lots of material around too. I'm a fabric holic, I love fabric. And what I'm sitting in front of is one of my mother's quilts. My mother died 2 years ago, and this is one of the quilts she made. Most of the time, we do the binding and minor corners. If you notice, this is round. She just made these with round corners, like you would be doing piping.
Awesome. So this is your mom's quilt.
This is my mother's quilt. My mother's name was Jean Phillips. She always went by her maiden name after she divorced my daddy. She was Jean Phillips, but she was Jean Phillips Tapplette. And I'm my mother's only child. And we were, as years went down, we got closer. My mother was also a great cook. I never inherited that too well, but she was a great cook. They say I never have enough time to sit at the stove, that's why I'm always burning. But my mother made the best eggplant salad. She made the best stuffed eggplants. She baked very well. I unfortunately inherit none of that, but I did inherit some of the sewing skills because I was constantly around her when she was sewing. And someone I heard say earlier that their mother never gave them the recipe, you just had to watch what they're doing. So this was the same way. I didn't learn any recipes from written, but just watching what she did. I wish I watched more, and I wish I'd learned more about sewing because I got so tired of ripping, and you just don't realize it until it's too late that, oh, I wish I learned how to put the zipper in right. Oh, I wish I learned how to do a better buttonhole. All that comes out now that my mother's deceased and she's not here to tell me that anymore. I'm sure somebody else can teach me that, but I wish I would have listened more. And I guess that's a fact of life. We just don't listen more as children.
Thank you so much, Miss Celie.